So, hi, hello, and welcome to another video. So for today, we are actually talking about my 12 series that I want to finish this year. So, last year, I have done almost every single one, all of the series. So, let's just quickly recap last year, what I had, and if I have finished it or not. So, I have Themis Files, and I did finish that. Then I had the Inheritance game, and I finished like the first 3 books, and then I have decided that I am just going to stop there. We are not going to read anything more. And then I finished Girls of Paper and Fire, and yeah, that went really great. And then I had Fortuna Sworn. I have not finished that series because I don't know if it was in like the beginning of 2023, where the last book in this series was going to come out in 2024, and then it got pushed back to 2025, meaning that I couldn't finish off this series in 2024, and then I got demotivated and didn't just read anything. But I am hoping that I will be able to read this and pick it up again in 2025 once the final book is there, so I can just binge. Maybe not binge, but also maybe binge. It really depends on my mood. So, and then I finished Camelot Rising. And as I'm filming this, I have yet to finish Arc of the Scythe. However, the Arc of the Scythe books will be the Toll and the Gleanings will be the next 2 books that I read after finishing the one that I'm currently reading. And then I have finished the Bridgertons, and yeah, that went really well. So yeah, I am kind of done, glad that I am done with this series, just because it kind of makes things easier once you are done with the series. So then I had Sadok, and I have not read any one of these, so I have not finished this. Then I finished the entire Throne of Glass series, and that was so good. Then I finished the entire Stork and Jack the Ripper series and loved it. And I finished the whole entire Off Balance series, and I'm kind of glad to be done with that and just, you know, still haven't decided if I like that series or not. It's just like, I don't know. Then I have finished off the Wolves of Mercy Falls. And yeah, so overall, I have to say that it's really great that I have finished 10 out of 12 series, and I am kind of hoping that I go for 12 out of 12, but I mean 10 out of 10 for 2024, that's really great. So for this round, I have figured out that I don't want to have too many physical ones that I need to read, just because I am trying to save some money, and having to buy all the series is not that great. So I have a few ones that I want to own. I have 1 that I own, and then 2 that I don't. So yeah, and then we have ebooks. So yeah, that's kind of where we are going with this. So yeah, let's just start talking about them. So the first one is Daughter of Smoke and Bone, and this one is I think it's Laini Taylor. And kind of the reason why I want to read this is because I have read Strange the Dreamer, and I'm really enjoying it. And yeah, definitely I don't know much about this series because I mean I did read this once and then I had totally forgot what it's about. So yeah, but basically we have Daughter of Smoke and Bone, Days of Blood and Starlight, and Dreams of Gods and Monsters. So I will read this as an audiobook. No, I will read this as an ebook. Just, yeah. So, don't know much about this. I have never read this before. Some of these series are ones that I have started with. So yeah. Don't remember much what this is about. Then we have the Nightmareverse, and in this one we have A Blade So Black, A Dream So Dark, and A Crown So Cursed. And this one I have read the first one, so this is a Alice in Wonderland. No, not Alice in Wonderland. Yeah, wait, Alice in Wonderland. Reimagining, and the first one I really enjoyed it, and I can't wait to reread that one and just binge this series. So it was a really interesting one, definitely. And then we have the Graceling Realm, and we have Graceling, Fire, Bitter Blue, Winter Keep, and Spear Sparrow, I think. No, Sea Sparrow. So yeah, a lot of people have loved this series. It's an older one, definitely, but I know a lot of people did read it like in 2024, and I really wanted to try and see if I might like it or not. I mean, a lot of people love the first one, and then it kind of dabs a little off with how much they like it, but I really want to see how I like this. Then we have Skyward, and we have Skyward, Starsight, Skyward Flight, Cytonic, and Defiant. And I have the first one, loved the first one. I know some people don't like the entire series, but overall I really want to try and finish off this whole entire thing. And this is one of the ones that I want to own and just spend some time on, and basically see if I like it or not. Just because I know a lot of people, what did I read? I know a lot of people don't like Stalking Jack the Ripper series. I really like that. I hope kind of the same is with Skyward, that a lot of people don't like it, but I like it, but I don't really know. But let's see. And this is basically, I mean, Skyward is basically in this world where there is war against, I think it's aliens, I don't really know, but basically the main character wants to be a flight, like the one that flies, but her father was deemed a like coward, and basically she's struggling to get in. And then we have Otherworld, and this has a lot of different, these are retellings. So we have Heart of Fire, Face of Magic, Bride of the Sea, The Faceless Woman, The Raven's Ballad, and Curse of the Troll. And I've read the first two. I am going to reread those and then get to the next ones. And yeah, I don't really remember the other ones. The first two are, one of them is Beauty and Beast. Don't remember if Veins of Magic is the same. I don't. Yeah. And I really love those first two, so I really want to continue on with the series. Then we have Deathless, and we have the Gilded Ones, the Merciless Ones, and the Eternal Ones, which I read the first one, loved it, and I can't wait to reread that and then reread the next two books in this series. It's a really interesting concept on this, so I can't wait to actually get to it. And then we have a series of unfortunate events. And in this one we have a lot. It's the Bad Beginning, the Reptile Room, the Wide Window, the Miserable Mill, the Austere Academy, the Ersatz Elevator, the Vile Village, the Hostile Hospital, the Carnivorous Carnival, the Slippery Slope, the Grim Grotto, the Penultimate Peril, the End. So this is about these three kids who basically their parents die, and then this evil like relative is kind of trying to take over their fortune, and there's a lot of weird things happening. And I watched the movie, I watched the TV show, and now I just want to actually read the books, going to listen to them, and It's just something, I started this, haven't finished it, and I really want to. I read the first 2, and I really want to continue on with it. I mean, I remember when the movie came out, I was terrified of that because it was scary when I was younger, you know. So yeah. And then we have Realm of the Elderlings. And basically this is like the entire thing. So I have read The Willful Princess and The Piebald Prince and Assassin's Apprentice. But then we have Royal Assassin, Assassin's Quest, Ship of Magic, The Inheritance, The Mad Ship, Ship of Destiny, Fool's Errand, Golden Fool, Fool's Fate, The Dragon Keeper, The Dragon Haven, City of Dragons, Blood of Dragons, Fool's Assassin, Fool's Quest, and Assassin's Fate, which is a lot of big books, and I am going to try and finish off all of them, which should, I don't know, but I do kind of hope that I will be able to finish off all of them. I didn't love the first one. I give it 3 stars, and I have finished The Willful Princess and The Piebald Prince, 3 stars. I like them. Hopefully I will like them more, you know, like later on. So yeah, and this is basically about this boy who is the bastard son of the prince, and basically he is just dropped off at the castle, and basically the father of this boy basically abdicates the throne and just leaves, and the king wants to train him to be an assassin. So yeah, that's kind of where we are, and there are a lot of books in this series. So this is not like a, how am I going to explain this? This is multiple books in the same world. So it's not like all following the same, like one character. Basically we are following multiple characters that I'm guessing will like tie together somehow. Then we have Sherlock Holmes. We have A Study in Scarlet, which I have read. Then we have The Sign of Four, The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, The Memoirs of Sherlock Holmes, The Hound of Baskerville, The Return of Sherlock Holmes, The Valley of Fear, His Lost Bow, The Casebook of Sherlock Holmes, and I basically own this like big like pocket of all of them, so I'm just going to read them and actually finish off this series, because apparently I can't finish off series. And if you don't know what Sherlock Holmes is, you really should look into that. And I watched the show. I love Sherlock Holmes show. I never got into the movies where Benedict Cumberbatch was like not in it, because apparently to me Benedict Cumberbatch is Sherlock Holmes. But I also have to say that in the Enola Holmes series I can accept Henry Cavill. Is it Henry Cavill? I think his name is that. I can accept him as Sherlock Holmes just because he looks fine playing that role. Then we have Born in Blood, and this is a mafia series. So I have read Luca Vitiello and Bound by Honor. Then I have read those two. Then we have Bound by Duty, Bound by Hatred, Bound by Temptation, Bound by Vengeance, Bound by Love, and Bound by the Past. And this is mafia. This is not something like, this is not lightweight read. These are dark. These are much darker than, you know, any one of these in here. But I really want to finish off this series, and yeah. And we are following a mafia family or two. Yeah, at least like one or two. In the first one we are following 2 mafia families, and yeah. Then we have Shadow of the Fox series. Then we have Shadow of the Fox, Soul of the Sword, and Knights of the Dragon. And this one, I read the first one a long time ago. I don't remember anything. So we are definitely going to get to these. I really liked the first one the first time around I read it, and I really want to see if I can get into the series again, and hopefully I will like it. Then we have, I don't remember what Shadow of the Fox is about though, because it's been that long. Then we have Skybound. I read Blackwing Speeding this year. Don't really remember that much about the plot itself. At this point, I might need to do a little recap before I finish Red Skies Falling and Gold Wings Rising. Because this series, I give it 3 stars, but I want to finish it off. So, yeah, that's kind of all of them. I have also just given myself like a, remember these books fits into the bingo list. How do they fit in? Now, I will probably say that not all of these will be on the bingo board, because then I would only need to read these first, just because every single book that I finish, I will see, does it count towards anything? But yeah, I have to say I am overall really pleased with the series that I have chosen. I have tried to kind of like stop and figure out what do I want to read at this point, and just pick ones that I really want to get to, and not something, you know, that just you need to finish off this series, because I want to, you know, want to read, you know. So yeah, those are it. And I have to say, one reason why I have decided to do this today, I didn't feel like filming a vlog, and one reason is that I have, you know, once you know you are a grown-up, you basically can sleep wrong, and basically I have slept wrong and I have hurt my foot. So yes, it's possible to, apparently I can sleep wrong and get hurt by it. By sleeping, you know, so that's, it's something that we apparently can do, and yeah, don't try this at home, I think I have to say, because it hurts. So yeah, but I hope you liked this vlog and vlog video, and I will see you next time for another one. Bye.